And we are live. Hello, everybody out there in business land, in the Philippines, in New York, wherever you are. My name is Joe DeChara, and we are coming to you live from two different places in the world. This is amazing. I am in Levittown, New York, downtown Levittown, New York, and I am here with my lovely uh, accounting director, Miss Luz, and you have to unmute yourself, Miss Luz, so that we can hear you.
Yeah.
And today, so what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about uh, how you could start your own freelancing career, because apparently not everybody knows that you could take control of your life, you can take control of your time, and actually work from the comfort of your own home. Now I know Luz is at home. I don't know if those keys are for her car, or if that's uh, and if that's her pocketbook behind her. But the virtual world, the freelance world, the remote world. I've been in it for over 20 years, so this is kind of natural to me. But people like Luz were not too long ago working in a career brick and mortar type place where they actually had to leave their house, leave their family, and go to a job. And today it's not like that. Uh, so, hello, Miss Luz. How are you?
Hello, Joe. Good morning and good evening to all the viewers.
Yes. So, Luz is on the other side of the world, or I'm on the other side of the world. Luz is in the Philippines. Where exactly are you, Miss Luz?
I'm in Makati.
Makati.
Yeah,
And
Makati
that's
City.
where, yes, and that's where we're actually going to be uh, campaigning to get the enrolled agent test back there. So what a coincidence. Uh,
Yeah, we'll go there when you arrive here, right?
yes, it's on the slate. They don't know what they're in for, because we are going to demand that we get the enrolled agent test back in Makati, so Luz can ride her bicycle and take the test and become an enrolled agent. And this is a journey that um we've been on together. But let's take people back a couple of years ago, Miss Liz, because tell us what life was like before COVID, when COVID hit, and then what it's like now for you as a freelancer.
Actually, during COVID, our company was not affected that time. But uh, what pushed me to change my career path is it's so stressful for me because it's like I own the company because my boss is always outside the company. Although I'm grateful that they trust me and they treat me as part of their family. But sometimes you have to worry about people, about permits. So and then I felt that for how many years. I tried to endure it until year 2021. But then I finally asked myself, do I need to be in this same situation until I reach my retirement? And then I just woke up one day. I don't want to be in that same situation. I need to do something. And
So
that time,
how so you had a pretty big job. I mean, you helped run a company with over 100 employees, right?
yeah,
And so you actually had to go. What kind of business was that?
it's a importer of ceramic tiles, and then we also produce modular doors and any wood products. We have manufacturing also. So
So,
we're a retailer, wholesaler, and manufacturer.
there's a lot of moving parts. You know that with every business, there's a lot of moving parts. So you had a big responsibility. How long were you with that company?
For 18 years, I've been there since I'm single. So
Wow.
yeah,
So over a decade, almost a decade and a half. And like you said, they became like family to you, right?
Yeah, yeah. My
You
boss
get
is kind to me.
yes, yes, and so I get that. I get that feeling because I had that same feeling when I was stuck in an accounting cubicle. Okay, and I felt like yeah, it was like a caged tiger, and I know how that feels. You're like, this just isn't doing it for me anymore, right? So you take so you did you just quit and look
Uh,
for
no, because actually I tried three times asking my boss that I'll be resigning, but he's trying to stop me. And it's hard
oh
when you asked for a consent face to face. But my third time, he's out of the country. He cannot go here. So it's easier for me to convince him, although he's not allowing me. But that
yeah,
time I'm
you were a
right.
key employee. I could understand that because it's yeah, that's a whole nother thing. If you're running a business, you know that it's hard to find good people, and then letting them go is heartbreaking. But
For me also because it's like uh it's like you're breaking up with someone that it's 18 years. So but sometimes you have to decide and
you
that what
you
makes
made, so you're really and you didn't realize this. I think I told you. So you have an inspirational story
I
because you totally did a 180. You had a very secure career in a good job. You were there for a long time, and you took a plunge. I respect that. I mean, you said, "I just want something different in my life," uh, and tell me what that was like.
uh actually that time I'm not happy anymore. It's like I already know everything, and then it's a family domestic corporation. I cannot replace his wife. I cannot replace his
Well,
children.
you
So
could have, but that,
that's my already that the maximum position that I can.
you reached as high as you thought you could have reached in that
Yeah,
company.
yeah. It's more on negotiating with government and handling people. I don't do bank recon, but I'm an accounting graduate. I know the background of accounting.
Right. So now you're faced with, okay, I'm not happy where I am. I want to change. What do you say? Okay, let me just go and apply for another similar job that's more challenging. What made you go try the freelancing thing?
Actually, I tried first. I'm still working with my boss that time, but I already doing my research. I research in Job Street. It's like looking for a local employer, but I saw the salary rates, and I don't think I can can accept that salary rates for my position. And I also asked myself, can I, the pride that you're going to start from zero, you're already working directly with the boss, and someone younger than you will train you. I also think about that. Then I still need to travel. Then there will be, I need to think about my outfit every day, since it's a different uh what do you call this, environment again. I need Sometimes it's more expensive working in a corporate because your 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 office mates will ask you to, let's buy Starbucks, let's buy milk tea. So I think also about that. I don't want to I want to save my money. So I'm not getting any younger anymore. So and then I heard about freelancing Upwork from a friend in my son's school. Actually, I don't believe about it. I am hesitant because is it really true that just working inside your home you can earn money? That's also, it's not small. it's a dollar. So
Yeah.
and I realized her only husband is working in their family, and they have two children. They were able to uh, support them going to school in a private school. So
And she
so
was,
what I
so your
researched.
friend was, she was working remotely.
Yeah,
Oh,
her
he
husband.
was. Oh, I see. So that opened the concept for you that, oh, you can actually work from home. Uh, and did you realize at the time that it opened up a whole new world of opportunities for you?
No, actually, I just try it, and then but uh, I think about it for a long period of time, and then I told to myself I really want to transition from corporate to freelancing because the rates are more acceptable to me. So and then I told to myself, once I started it, there's no coming back, and failure is not my option, no matter what happened.
See,
Because
that's what I love about you. You're very, you don't realize this. You got to give yourself some credit because it takes a lot of grit, a lot of tenacity to make that kind of decision that you made, because it could be humbling. You're like, oh, I know this business. I'm in charge of a lot of people. I'm the boss. I'm making a good salary. And now I'm going to try something completely different outside of my comfort zone, right? That's what you're
it's
talking about. You went way, way outside of your comfort zone. And
yeah,
then,
it's scary.
so, and I know it wasn't easy. I know it wasn't easy for you. So take us through what your process was to get into to where you finally wound up with Bedrock.
Yeah, because I asked I do self talk most of the time. I told myself that if I'll not do it now, I'm already 42 that time. I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Because what my situation before is just I'm just waiting for my retirement age to get my retirement money, but there's no challenge. I'm not growing, and then I said to myself that I need to do this, whatever. But failure is not really my option that time. So I just told to myself, I just continue and not give up. So and that's it. I'm here now, and
So,
then
oh no, you skipped over way a very, very important part of the whole process. So you put your, it was probably a long time since you even put together a resume, right?
uh
Because now you had to put together a resume, a cover, whatever they call it now. When I looked for a job, it was a resume.
actually I didn't lie about my resume. I just told what's
But
my
but now you're starting from scratch. You're like, oh, now I got to go interview with people. I mean, that's not easy. That's not easy. So you're in a position of authority, and now you got to go asking people. You got to start applying for jobs, right?
yeah, actually that time after my vision of transitioning, my next goal is to submit as many resume as possible. But that time I research in Upwork and online job dot ph. All the requirements I did not meet. But that time I said there's no harm in trying. Maybe some employer will invite me for an invitation. And then I think 2 weeks ago I watched a TikTok video, and it's like ignore the degree requirements and experience requirements. Just apply fearlessly. And I was happy that time because I really did that. I applied fearlessly knowing that I did not meet the requirements of the employer.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So now you're looking for a position that was more challenging than what you were doing, right? You're looking on the job boards, and what everybody wanted, what, like a master's degree? They wanted all kinds of experience. right?
Yeah, experience in QuickBooks or Zero or any accounting software. I don't use those software. Where in my previous company, we use internal software developed by my boss, and it's very simple software. It's really different from QuickBooks and Zero, and I didn't use any tax software. Especially you, I don't have idea about
So
US tax.
now you got to learn new accounting software. Yeah, so you step way out of your comfort zone. So you're trying to change your career, change your life, and you hit a roadblock because what everybody wants, and this is a tactical mistake that business owners make when they look for people. Everybody wants experience, right?
Yeah,
And you know, I learned that's a mistake. That's a mistake because sometimes you get people with the wrong experience or they have bad habits. So we weren't necessarily looking for somebody with a lot of experience. We were looking for somebody. We hire based on character, capacity, desire to learn. So somehow, how many resumes did you put out there?
I do 150 more or less 150 application after for 1 month. I
One
do
month.
that
How
every
many
day
how many interviews did you get?
for.
Okay, so you got four. I know
Yeah.
one of them you got the job because you're with us. What happened with the other three?
The first interview is the scariest for me because it's been more than a decade since my last interview, and I need to talk to a foreigner using English language. So I really want to back out that time. But there's a friend who told me that I wanna I want to say thank you for that because he what do you call this? If I need to accept the invitation regardless of the result because it's still an experience. And it's
Right.
actually true. After every interview, I become more confident although the result is not positive. But Bedrock is my fourth interview. So that time I'm already talkative, asking lots of questions. And then so I'm thankful to you, Joe and Liz, for giving me that opportunity because I already told both of you that I don't have any experience. And actually, I prayed for an employer who will take a risk on me and give me a chance to work with them to show my potential. So thank you to both of
Well,
you.
thank you. You know, everything happens for a reason. God put you in my life, the rest of the team. So, and we're all here for a reason. And I love, you know, we meet every day for a 5 minute gratitude meeting. The me, you, and the rest of the accounting team. And yeah, it's been a blessing. And what I love what you shared today because we actually have a purpose, right? We're not just working, we're helping people, we're making a difference in people's lives. And that's important. And you wouldn't be where you are if you didn't take a leap of faith. And you have a story, and I want people to hear your story because there's a lot of people that are in your situation right now, Liz. You know,
Yeah,
they're out there, they're it's and they're scared. They're scared, right? And so you bring up the language barrier because I know that, and it goes with your culture. Uh, a lot of Philippine people, they feel like they don't speak English well enough,
yeah,
and that's a
agree.
mistake. That's a mistake because you think that you're not speaking well, but the person on the other side, and I'm telling you because I speak to you and all the other Philippine people all the time, and there's nothing wrong with your English at all. Okay. I have clients that I can't understand, But that's a barrier. That's a real barrier for people because if you feel like you can't be understood, you don't want to talk, right? It could be embarrassing.
And it's hard to express.
And then I had the audacity to trick you into actually meeting with our clients,
Yeah,
right?
you keep challenging me that time, and I'm scared of you. I almost, I almost resigned, but
Oh yeah, I didn't make it easy on you. I pushed you. And that's what I do for people because I saw the potential in you.
when I think about it now, I'm thankful to you, Joe, because sometimes I'm the kind of person who's already comfortable within my comfort zone. But when you push me or when you challenge me, I will not say no to challenges. So every time you put me in a situation that I'm not really comfortable, it's a little bit scary at first. But I told to myself I will not let Joe think that I will lose this or I will not do this. So
Oh yeah,
that's
you wanted to beat me. You were like, I'm not gonna let Joe win. And that's okay. We push each other, and that's why we're a team. We've come a long way in a short time. You know that. You see what's possible. Everybody on our accounting team at this time last year, they didn't know what an 1120S was or a 1040 or all these tax forms that you're all banging out like crazy now. So, you know, I like highlighting the victories that we get. We've had a lot of victories. And I know, like, one of our new team members, Grace, uh, she came to our event in December, sat in the spectator seat. I think she won a prize. She heard your story. Okay, she became an intern for Bedrock, and now she's a full-time team member. All because she heard your story. Okay, so you're having an impact on people, and I think that it's gonna. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next 5 or 10 years, Liz, and seeing how far we could take this. How many more people we can empower uh, to take control of their lives, and it's not that complicated. It's really not that complicated. All it takes is what you have, that desire and the willingness to step outside of your comfort zone. So God bless you. This is great. I'm glad, and I've been in a similar situation. You know how I started Bedrock. I walked away from a pretty profitable practice to do exactly what we're doing, and it's rewarding. And today it's like you said. After this I get to go visit a client who we're helping, and there's a ripple effect, Liz. There's a ripple effect. And when I started this, I had no idea it was going to reach all the way across the other side of the world. It would have been a lot simpler if I could have done something like local, but this is a lot more fun. And so if you're new to Bedrock, the Bedrock team, I hope you're following us. You're following people like Luz and the rest of our team. We're doing big things. We're bringing the enrolled agent test back to the Philippines. Uh, we're uh, we're doing what my coach Larry Broughton asked us to do, and that's to lead a life of significance. Okay, so Larry, if you're watching, thank you. Uh, it's we need good people in our lives, and I believe, Luz, that's what we're building with Bedrock. We got a team of really great people, and we just started. So that's our story. We're sticking with it. Luz, can you give everybody some words of wisdom and inspirement?
for those who are just beginners in freelancing or planning to transition from corporate to freelancing, don't it's scary at first knowing that you don't have those uh certificates or experiences. Just I'm a good example that I started from scratch. My 18 years of working experience from my corporate world, it didn't help me. I really started from zero, but it's only my attitude, my character that brings me here. So just it's not it's I'm just lucky that I was able to uh get a job in working with Bedak after a month. But there are some people who needs to wait 6 months, 1 year. But for as long as you're just continue studying and then applying, you just
So I hate
get.
to tell you this, Luz, but luck had nothing to do with it. Okay. You know,
Sometimes
it's
I felt I'm
amazing.
lucky.
It's amazing how lucky you could get with a lot of tenacity and hard work. So give yourself some credit. We got a bunch of messages here. Your teammates are saying thank you. Very inspiring. Uh, so, like I said, folks, that's my story. We're sticking with it. Thank you, Miss Luz. God bless you. God bless everybody. And we are back to work. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a great day, great evening, everyone. We'll see you soon.